Animal Kingdom, perfect day. What does it start with?
8 a.m.
Regret.
We're about to have the perfect day in Disney's Animal Kingdom, and we're going to show you how you can do it too.
Are
you doing bird noises? Okay.
Whenever Sage has to pick me up before like 8:30.
You can guarantee I'll be 15 minutes late.
And you'll guarantee I'm not coming out of my house when he says I'm here. And you can guarantee that when we get in the car, we'll go, well, this is horrible.
This was a mistake.
Meanwhile, Emma's like, I'm parked.
She's full face. I didn't have a chance to put on my makeup yet.
This is a dig. I'm me.
No, it wasn't. I swear it wasn't.
I don't have my makeup on. I usually do it in Sage's car, and I forgot. Because I was telling him about my D&D game.
That's why Quincy's holding the camera.
You can see me in his glasses reflections.
We're here just a couple minutes past rope drop, and when I say a couple, I mean 15.
That's not bad. That is not bad.
We have done so much worse. Typically on our perfect days, we tend to aim a little closer to rope drops, but specifically for Animal Kingdom, just because it is not as heavily infested. Why infested? Infested with rides and shows. We can play it a little bit loosey-goosey today.
Now, we are having our perfect day today, but of course, every single one of the cast members has their own way to have a perfect day here in Animal Kingdom. So if you want to see those free guides, you can check out the link in the description or scan this QR code for those free guides.
We've arrived in Pandora, World of Avatar. This is the newest land in Animal Kingdom. Not for long, though.
Not for long. Oh, sad face.
Sad.
Happy face?
Yeah, we'll talk more about what we're hinting at later, but I hope you're not a big fan of dinosaurs. We are headed to Navi River Journey to start. Now, at Rope Drop in Animal Kingdom, you'll notice pretty much everybody is heading towards Pandora World of Avatar. There are 2 attractions here, and most of those folks are heading to Flight of Passage. Now, we did not pay for Genie Plus, which is Disney's Skip the Line service today. Instead, the only thing we paid for was the individual lightning lane for Flight of Passage, which lets you skip just that line, meaning we get to Rope Drop Navi River Journey, which means that 2 of the most popular rides in the park are already shorter waits than you might expect. Leaving the rest of the rides to hopefully be pretty short waits too. Sage is sad because I didn't get Genie. He's mad at me. He tried to leave me on the side of the road this morning.
To be fair, I agree with our overall Genie structure, line skipping strategy we have today. But on a perfect day, I just like to be bougie.
You only like to be bougie on perfect days?
I like to be
thought it was every day.
All right. Row 3. Quincy, I don't know if you've ever done this with us before.
Okay.
Row 3!
Oh, row 3! I've never done this with you guys before. Quincy has to go finish her makeup in the bath. But we just finished on Navi River Journey. I really like this ride if it's a short wait. I think it's beautiful, it's super relaxing, and the most amazing animatronic. But I think over like 25 minutes, it's such a short ride, it's just not really worth it in my opinion.
Can we talk about this? So if you've ever ridden Navi River Journey before, they're doing some weird ride operational changes. First off, it's not just like, you know, your boat and you don't see any boats. I mean, these boats are jam-packed on this river now.
Oh, yes,
On
I know
top
what you're
of that,
talking about.
I noticed it by myself last time. If you were just a family of 2, you could just be by yourself.
Yeah.
But now you're cramming families of 2 and 2 together. The other day, go ahead.
I was by myself and rode with a family of 4, meaning there were 5 people
In one
that
row.
little tiny row. Don't love that, but nothing we can do about it.
No, just saying it out loud that if you've ever ridden before, you're like, well, I can't wait to ride with my girlfriend or boyfriend or your significant partner and you're sitting, you want to have a romantic date, well, buckle in because you're going to be with a different party as well.
I don't know that I'd recommend Navi River Journey as that romantic
It's a
date,
great
but
first
to
date.
each their own.
What's a crazy prank we could play on Quincy?
We leave it in the kingdom.
We leave it. Okay.
She would be so lost.
What?
Nothing. How were they?
We were bird watching.
We were bird watching.
You guys are being so suspicious.
No, I'm not.
I don't even have
Well,
future
really,
plans to
Admiral was
Death
just
Star.
being suspicious.
All right, let's go. We got bird watching to do.
We're just bird watching. Our only paid line skip of the day is here at Avatar Flight of Passage. Flight of Passage is the most popular ride in Animal Kingdom. Typically has very long waits. You'll see the park hasn't even been open an hour. It's already an 85-minute wait. But we are gonna ride, not for us though, because we did pay for it. This is what we recommend doing with your Animal Kingdom day, is pay to skip the line of Flight of Passage so that you can use your time in the morning to ride the other rides. Why are you demonstrating your beverages?
I thought we were going to talk about
Isn't the apple juice empty?
It is. I can't find the trash can.
There's one every 30 steps.
You're right.
I can see two now.
I was filming.
I can see three.
I can't find a trash can. Trash can, trash can, trash can. How was y'all's Flight of Passage?
Amazing.
Yeah, I get it now. Flight of Passage, Rite of Passage. That's wild. It's so immersive. No, I actually really enjoy. We actually just talked to some viewers, Kim and Sarah.
My Tennessee girls.
Tennessee, and they were a couple of them have never been to Disney before. This is the first time to Disney, and have never done Flight of Passage before. And they got off the ride. They were like, "Wow, that was almost like a spiritual experience." The first time we rode I rode the attraction.
No, it's a we.
Oh, it's a we. We fully cried.
We weren't together.
We
but
weren't together.
We both did.
But we were
Did you cry
we
the
were
first time
together
you
in our
rode
hearts.
Yes. Did you cry the first time you rode it?
Cry the first time I rode.
Right, okay, so we are obviously together.
We're all together in our hearts. Now we go from otherworldly animals to
Real animals.
real animals.
I'm so excited. Now, before we head to check out some real animals, we have stopped by Kusafiri Coffee Shop and Bakery for some breakfast. This is a little window on the site in Africa, and there's a really long line because the breakfast here is pretty darn good. They have breakfast tachos, which is what I'm getting. Sorry for the spoilers. But they have great food actually all day here at Kusafiri. It's just not a very wide menu, but I don't think you would think, oh, that's why it has great food, because it's kind of unassuming.
I got a cheese and guava Danish.
I got the breakfast tachos. It was scrambled eggs, cheese curds, tater tots, and bacon.
And nacho cheese
as
sauce.
well.
And nacho cheese sauce, yeah.
He didn't even remember.
Yeah.
And I, quotations, got the bacon croissant, which is it's egg, bacon, onions, peppers, and there is a tomato jam relish. That's what I'm looking at, is the tomatoes and peppers.
We also got these coconut cold brews, which I have heard rumors are amazing. I don't think I'm gonna like it, so we're gonna test them out.
And Sage got the most unique, most exciting drink you can get at Kusafiri Bakery. Coke.
Coca-Cola.
I'm gonna have coffee later. I'm going for
Me
the Coke.
too.
The best thing about grabbing a seat and eating breakfast in the shade in Africa, besides the fact that it feels breezy and amazing and our breakfast was delicious, is that the Tam Tam drummers of Harambe did come out. These are really talented drummers who come out and they play, they dance with the crowd. It's super, super fun. I highly recommend this one.
Hot sauce for the tachos. Oh wow, there's a lot of egg on here.
I could not get this hot sauce open. You guys.
This is amazing. I absolutely love it. It's so sweet, which is exactly what I wanted. The pastry is nice and soft without being too mushy, but the cheese in the middle is so creamy, and the guava is nice and sweet. It's just a great balance.
This breakfast sandwich is ridiculously good.
Really?
Yes. The egg is definitely a little rubbery, but the crunch between the bacon and the sweetness that the tomato pepper relish brings to it, it's like such a nice balance. I'm like pleasantly surprised. My only gripe on it is that the tomato relish makes the croissant a little soggy. I'm not a huge fan of soggy bread, but overall, I'm really impressed by the flavors for like, again, a hole-in-the-wall window breakfast joint. It's like a salsa. There's a sweet salsa.
It is sweet. It's good. The breakfast tacos are not as good as the breakfast tacos in Hollywood Studios. However, I still think they're really good. It's loaded tater tots, egg, tons of that crispy bacon. They really have like perfectly crispy bacon here.
Yeah.
Like I'm really surprised. The thing that is kind of a miss for me, honestly, is the cheese curds. They're just so, like, I like cheese curds. I love like poutine. Like, they're just so big and overwhelming when you get a bite with the cheese curds. And I don't think they add that much. So I feel like they're kind of just like there to make it a little more exciting, which I don't think it needs. I would get these again for sure. I actually really like the portion size as well, because this does feel like the right amount for a breakfast portion, where I do think the breakfast tacos in Hollywood Studios bigger, more shareable. We tried our coconut coffee for Magic or Tragic on his Instagram, and
I think it's magic only because I don't love the coconut. I don't love coconut flavor.
Just to be clear, Agic means
in the middle.
I think it's magic. I like coconut flavor, and I think this is so delicious. Like, it's nice and sweet. It feels like a vacation coffee.
Got a Coke. Because I'm going to get coffee later. Cheers.
He keeps saying that like it's suspicious.
Yeah. And also, we're also going to get coffee with him again.
I know, I'm just saying, I'm limiting myself to one coffee.
Health journey.
All right, we're cruising now. We've got our coffees. We are headed to Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. This is something I cannot stress this enough. You cannot miss when you're in Animal Kingdom. It's easy to think Animal Kingdom doesn't have a ton of rides. Once we knock out the 5 big ones, we can go. Sure, yeah, except you need to do the animal trails. There's one in Africa and there's one in Asia. The one in Africa is called Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. It's the first one we're gonna do today. These are absolutely spectacular, heavily immersive trails where you can see tons of animals in environments that are just like their natural ones. You're gonna see some animals so close up, you won't even believe it. I didn't really know about these for a long time because Animal Kingdom was often a half-day park for my family, and one day I ended up wandering on them alone when I was a teenager, and it was like one of my favorite Disney days that I've ever had. If you even have the slightest interest in seeing animals, if you like going to the zoo, please do both animal trails. You can bring beverages as well on the animal trails. You can also bring food. Just be warned that when you go through certain sections of it, cast members will ask you to either cover it up or go around that section.
Did you talk about the fact that these things close early?
No.
Gotcha. And the reason I wanted to point out that it closes early, because the park actually closes at 7 o'clock today. The safari and a lot of the animal trails will actually close way before park closing, or even just a little bit before park closing, because they have, they need to make sure the animals are taken care of. It's basically live entertainment because the animals are alive. It's not like it's just a machine you can run and run and run. So they do close earlier because they've got to dinner time, and they've got to feed they've got to feed all the animals. They've got to make sure they're any veterinary appointments, all those things.
I can't drink and walk, so if you'll just pause every like 3 steps.
What do you mean you can't drink and walk?
Like, we have to walk, stop, sip, walk, swallow.
Unless there's a straw.
And we don't have straws because only the Joffreys has straws in Animal Kingdom.
Because of the animals, they don't want the straws everywhere.
Well, you can chug. Chug.
That's related to that.
That's related today. Oh, hey, buddies. We're gonna play a mini game. Basically, for every animal that we see, we have to tell each other who that animal is. Who's the most like that animal? Yeah.
Theo copy Emma.
Why?
Because they like to hide. True.
They like to hide.
The camera's like, Sage is just casually.
I want you guys to know this is what I see.
Sage is just casually so much taller than me.
This is what I see when I look at Emma. This is what I see when I look at Quincy.
It's close.
It's a magic
He laughed
face.
a lot when he looked at me.
It did. It was just a lot of. All right. Emma refuses to stop in the room with the bugs and the reptiles.
And the
so
snakes.
and the
Even though
snakes.
the snakes are really cool.
So we just.
No, please go look. I'll get a bird spotting guide. Thank you. And we can meet back up.
Do you want to look at the snake?
This is the bug and reptiles room. It's really cool. There's also naked mole rats, which is amazing. They've got a full burrow, and you can see them. There they all are, in a little pile. Tiny sleeping mole rat body.
There are a couple different animal walkthroughs here at Animal Kingdom, but I truly believe that Gorilla Falls is probably the superior out of Gorilla Falls and the Maharaja Jungle Trek. Oh my gosh, babies! There.
They're like regular ducklings, but cute and everything.
Well, we'll probably be here for the next couple hours.
Yeah, look at them.
Look at them.
beautiful.
And they're fluffy. The bird is standing on the hippo.
Got it, stay on.
Is that better?
See, there's the hippo down there. How fun. Some fun animal experiences today.
Yeah, so cool.
Who's the hippo?
Well, who do we think is the most dangerous creature to human beings of the three of us?
Of the three of us?
Yeah, because hippos are the most dangerous, most deadly animal.
Well-
so which of us do we think is the most dangerous to to fellow human being?
I feel like it's...
Say Emma. Although I feel like now you're projecting.
Well, I heard you both go silent, and I was in front of you, and I thought,
I love meerkats.
well, who's the meerkat?
Yeah, probably Quincy.
He dig tunnels.
That's your reasoning? Yeah, this girl knows how to dig a tunnel.
Paddles.
Show me the gorillas.
Show me the gorillas. Up there in that corner.
Do you see him licking the wall?
Oh, hey, buddy.
We're strolling over in the direction of Asia, but just wanted to point out that there is a new patio in Africa to sit on. Tons of shady seating, 6-person tables. There's awesome. You can never have enough seating in Disney World. What just happened?
Okay, here's the thing about...
Brett, you're pointing at flat ground.
You call this flat ground? This is raised.
It's raised.
All right, it's raised.
That's not the hard thing about Animal Kingdom is all because it's supposed to be like... Yeah, because it's supposed to be like, different countries and, more jungle-esque. All the ground is a little uneven. So be careful. Wear good shoes when coming to Animal Kingdom.
Wear good shoes when going anywhere in Disney World.
Don't wear your heels at Animal Kingdom.
You will regret it. I do want to go to Dawaba. We should turn around.
Dawa?
I knew that's where she wanted to go.
All right.
What did you want?
We were just heading to Asia, so I thought we were going to do like the Yak and Yeti bar or...
Not as good as Dawa.
We're just after that Pog juice.
I am after the Pog juice. I didn't know if I wanted Dawa bar or if I wanted the Harambe sunrise from back here. This is actually in the back of Harambe Market. Now, when you do mobile order at Harambe Market, you won't see the stuff from this back booth, which is where they have their specialty beverages. They've got beer, they've got wine, and they've also got 3 specialty cocktails. It is not a full bar, but these are awesome cocktails, and you can get them without alcohol, which is really cool. I love this Harambe sunrise, but I think I'm gonna go with my classic Ngumu jungle juice, which is back over at Dawa bar. Both of those cocktails have Pog juice, which is passion orange guava juice. Very famous in Disney World, very delicious, and I love it deeply with all my heart.
Have you ever heard of...
And I hear tell that somebody here doesn't like it.
Like what?
Pog juice?
Yeah, orange and guava are not my thing. Love a good pineapple juice, but orange guava not my thing.
It's passion fruit.
Passion fruit.
Date him.
Sorry, passion fruit. Wait. Oh yeah, then I'm not crazy about Pog juice just as a whole then.
We are physically fighting later.
It's not my thing.
Listen. I think don't fight. Not everybody can have good taste.
Nighttime. We found a corner that was shaded.
It's very little shade, which is why we're all crammed in here.
Immediately shade ends. There we go.
His arm is in the sun right now.
But proof. Okay.
Prickly pear margarita.
I got these Lulu Jungle drinks.
Got the Harambe iced tea. Cheers.
Love this so much. It's so sweet. The tequila tastes very light. It's just good and refreshing.
This is my favorite like grab and go drink in Disney World. Like I like better things in the lounges, but if I'm gonna sip a drink while I walk around the park, this is it. So much pog juice, so sweet and fruity without being overwhelming because you can still taste the alcohol. Very tasty.
It's important to find those walk-around drinks, especially on hot days like today. Typically, I would get some sort of whiskey-based cocktail, but whiskey tends to be really not mixed well with the sun. So that's why I got the Harambe iced tea, which is a take on a Long Island iced tea, but it's just more citrus juices to it. While we're here in Africa, so we're not zigzagging all over the place, and because we have beverages, we're going to let our stomachs settle from their breakfast as well. We are going to go see the Festival of the Lion King. The Festival of the Lion King is about a 25-minute show. And it's actually not a retelling of the Lion King. It's actually a celebration of the culture and the music. I love this. Emma loves it. Quincy doesn't believe in joy and
Likes it fine.
she likes it okay. It is a little bit of a busy day. So we always recommend that whether it's a busy day or not, if you want to get a good seat, probably arrive at the theater anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes in advance. We are arriving approximately 20 minutes in advance, but these shows can sell out. Specifically, Festival of the Lion King. When I say sell out, I mean they're completely full, and you won't be able to get a seat until the next show.
My biggest reason why I don't like Festival of the Lion King is because I find the benches really uncomfortable and the show's really long.
Right.
But we're in the back row, which means we can leave.
And I think that he pretty much speaks for all of
Summed it up.
He sums it up.
When he says that, he means that from the bottom of his heart.
Real serious question though. Are you with our powers combined? Are you liking it more?
She
or
had
no?
so much fun. Don't even let her lie. I saw her dancing and singing.
I don't not like the show. I just don't love it.
Even now?
I did have a really good time
I was
today.
gonna say.
What's your
I think you just
gripe
haven't
on
going
it?
with the right
My my gripe with it also, and to be fair, today we had a seat back.
I don't think
I really do hate the seats. They make me uncomfortable and they're really crammed together and you have to sit right next to other people. And I got to sit between you guys with a seat back today, and then I got to listen to the great music, see awesome performances, which are always great and always awesome, and I always like, but I was comfy today.
Hashtag live entertainment is important, except when Quincy doesn't like it.
No, it's important then too.
I know, just making sure you knew that. Well, after some pretty intense deliberations, words were said, like lots of words.
Fought physically.
Inherently negative words.
Yeah, our friendship was tested, but we
The
just
cameras turn back around and one of us has a black eye. You'll know who lost.
so we decided to go to Asia. Asia is our next stop. I think these girls really love feathered friends in flight, so we're gonna do that at 1:30. But until then, we're gonna make our way over there. We might do single rider Everest, or we might even do the Maharaja jungle trek, and we could also do Cali River Rapids.
No.
Why won't you do Cali?
You know I don't like Cali. You're playing silly right now.
No.
You're being silly.
I thought it was like the perfect day that we just like spend together, like no matter what we're doing.
My perfect day does not involve making me miserable.
Cali River Rapids, 50 minutes. No way. No way.
Oh man, that's longer than your line weight limit, Sage.
What's my?
We can't ride it.
But everything is longer than my line weight limit. What's my line weight limit?
You told me you wouldn't wait longer than 20 minutes for anything. Dinosaur right now is 20 minutes. Everest right now we could get a single rider.
You're not wrong. I'm bougie. All right, so we've decided to wait a little bit on Everest, and we're going to do the Maharaja Jungle Trek, which is another animal walkthrough here in Asia where you can find like different things, like things you can find in Asia, like tigers, Komodo dragons, maybe bats. Let's go. Similar to Gorilla Falls, this closes 30 minutes before park closing, 6:30. So
This one's tiger-based.
yeah, I said earlier that I believe Gorilla Falls to be far superior.
Interesting. I like this one better.
Interesting.
I think this one's more underrated.
I got a frozen banana for the walk. Nobody else got anything.
I did get something. Can I have that for a second?
No. The banana?
No.
I did get something. I put it in your bag.
You put what in my bag?
I think I know what's happening here.
You just been drated.
This is our new favorite game we're playing.
Where
You have to take a knee.
gotta take a
Stay
knee,
hydrated.
and you gotta drink water. Hydrate,
Yeah.
hydrate. You just been drated.
Rated.
Oh,
If
she's
you
still
want
going.
one, you can take it in half.
How's it feel being drated?
Well,
Pretty great, actually. We got her. She's hydrated.
She's hydrated. Well, I guess we're going into the bat place. If you don't want to see the bats, they do give you an option to not. So if you don't want to see the bats, go that way. But if you want to see the bats, come in this door. Oh, there it is up there. Did you just call it a sky puppy?
The Bat Boys.
Look at that thing's face and tell me that's not exactly what a dog looks like. Yeah.
I don't think that is what a dog looks like.
If you mixed a dog with Dracula, that's what it would look like.
If you mixed a dog with Dracula. Oh, there they are. Hi, buddy. Bird is native to Asia. Welcome. This is the blue-tailed majaka, a bird native to Asia, and the calling sounds. Yeah. You called it. You called it.
I'm pretty good.
Is that actually what this bird is called?
No, not at all. But
Also not the sound.
no, run! They're pooping.
Yeah, we're probably time for us to go.
All right, we're strolling over towards our next show. Animal Kingdom doesn't have that many rides. It's got the fewest rides of any of the other parks, but it does have a lot of shows that are pretty spectacular. Highly recommend. I think Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios are the best parks for shows.
Agreed.
We've got Feathered Friends in Flight next, which is not Sage's favorite, but it is Emma and mine. We both love this one. It is a bird show, so we're gonna go check that out because it's coming up in just 15-20 minutes. The Feathered Friends in Flight show is located in the Anandapur Theater, which is in the Asia section of the park, kind of straight back from the front. At this show, it's interesting because though you won't have the best view of the stage sitting in the very back, you can still see the stage well. And we're gonna have a pretty excellent view from when the birds land at this platform right here.
They stay in one spot, which right now is that rock, and in return, they get their favorite treats, rewards, food. Logan just untied my shoe.
Yeah, she's giant. Here she comes. But she's also really beneficial in the wild because dinosaurs are scavengers.
Fraser. I told you that was
Feathered Friends in Flight was spectacular as always. The birds are just so cool. You see them super up close, they do tons of tricks, and you might even find yourself interacting with some of them. There is an audience participation element. But it was great. It's also a great break from the sun. You get to sit, you can bring food and drinks in there. It rocks. We are now gonna kind of finish out Asia by heading to Expedition Everest and then probably on to Nemo, the Nemo show, which is my favorite show in Disney World, so I'm super jazzed about that. But we gotta do Expedition Everest first. We gotta conquer the Forbidden Mountain.
We ran into our friend Emma. Emma we met because she watches AllEars. She's in our premieres every Tuesday and Saturday, and she's super supportive of us, so we wanted to say hi.
And
But-
from me to you, Emma, you're so totally lemon.
Oh my god. All right. But this is Emma.
You riding Everest?
We are.
I'm gonna sit out because Everest has been making me not feel good because roller coasters are hard on me.
I understand.
So I'm gonna sit out, but you guys have fun. And this is something you can do on a perfect day.
That's exactly right. Split up.
Sit.
Sit. You can split up if you're with willing and able, if you got 2 adults, you absolutely can split up. There's also the single rider line on Everest, which is what they will be using to skip the current 35-minute queue and go ahead and ride it a whole lot faster. And if you, similar to us, have somebody who doesn't want to ride, but they need supervision, like a kiddo, you can use Rider Swap. This is a service that Disney does offer where everybody waits in line together and then you can swap riders so the person who's waiting with the non-rider doesn't have to fully wait in the ride again. So I'll be waiting for you with fresh water.
Bye.
Bye.
Expedition Everest.
Had so much fun. This is one of my favorite rides in all of Disney World.
I would say that it's definitely on the thrill factor. I think more thrilling than Big Thunder Mountain. I even think maybe more thrilling than Space Mountain.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, because there's an awesome backwards drop, and of course our frozen disco Yeti. Hey, where's Quincy? Do we just keep going?
Well, she wanted to go see Nemo. It's in 5 minutes, so maybe
she went there.
I'll call her.
There she is.
She wouldn't answer my phone call, everybody. I'm gonna expose her right here. I tried to call her. She wouldn't answer, but you know whose phone call she didn't answer? Sage.
Well.
And I think that's the friendship right there. I think that's it. I think it's gone.
It's gone. It's over.
Should we interrogate her?
I think we should.
So why didn't you answer my phone call?
But you answered mine.
I was washing my hands when you called.
You're lying.
No, feel my hands.
It's a trap.
Bone dry. Bone dry.
Quick, we have 2 minutes before the show starts. We gotta go.
Available space for your ride. Keep swimming.
Definitely a must-do if you're visiting Animal Kingdom. At least in our opinion.
Me too. Maybe I'll meet a sea turtle and do a show.
I know you're excited. Sweet little party going here. What's it bring for us, mate? We're starving. Double the tasty boy.
I don't hate you.
No. I'm so sorry.
All right, we're out of Finding Nemo, Big Blue and Beyond. This is my favorite show in Disney World. I think it rocks so hard, basically.
Crush in particular was amazing.
I loved Crush today. Well, Emma and I find that Go With The Flow is,
It's kind of our song.
it's kind of our song.
I didn't want to be weird about it, but it's kind of our
It's
song.
kind of our song.
I think it's the best song in the show.
It's definitely the best song in the show, for sure. And that's why it's
Our song.
But this show makes me cry every time, no matter what mood I'm in. So I think it's so sweet, sometimes more than others. Sometimes I sob. Sometimes I have one single solo solitary tear.
I had one single solo solitary tear this time.
Yeah, that's what I did as well this time. I think it's such a beautiful production. It's staged so well. The puppetry is amazing. The music is fantastic. The performances are always perfect. And I just feel like they did make some adjustments with this show. It's a little bit shorter now, which makes it, I think, a little bit more palatable to people, just because it's a big ask.
Depends on who you're asking.
True. I mean, it's not a big ask for me to sit through a 30-minute stage show in the middle of my theme park day because I love air conditioning.
But apparently that 5-minute difference was enough for people, for it to be more palatable for people.
Yep, and the theater's typically filled. A lot of times if you're not there early, you won't get a seat. If you've never seen it, please see it once.
Do it.
It's skippable if you only have a half day in Animal Kingdom and you're a rides family. Otherwise, go see that show. All right, we did a little strolling. We stopped by First Aid to get some headache medicine, and we've arrived back in Pandora today, where we are headed to Satu'li Canteen. Satu'li Canteen is my favorite quick service restaurant in all of Disney World. As Emma and Sage have pointed out to me many times, as I forced them to come here, they do not have chicken tenders. So if you're in a chicken tender mood, don't come here.
No, but however, I am glad we are here because the Coke that I had earlier was not Coke, it was Diet Coke. So I didn't finish it. But I'm thrilled that we're here because Satu'li Canteen is one of the only places you can actually get Mr. Pibb.
It's true.
The soda fountain.
They also do have some options for picky eaters here, even though it is alien food themed to Pandora. They've got the cheeseburger pods, which are very well loved by many people. But their big thing is create your own bowls where you can select your protein, your base, and your sauce. It's really awesome. They've got kids portions, and it's one of the more filling but still healthier meals in Disney World. Pretty popular spot. We had to wait a bit with our mobile order, so make sure you maybe mobile order a little bit ahead of when you want to eat. But yeah, we're gonna grab our lunch.
I grabbed the Ocean Moon Bowl. It's blue noodles, tuna, watermelon radish, pickled daikon, rainbow carrots, avocado, cucumber, red cabbage, and a miso with sweet soy drizzle and some cilantro.
I got the combination bowl with smoked chimichurri braised beef and wood grilled chicken. It's marinated in garlic and olive oil, topped with crunchy vegetable slaw and boba balls, and served with my choice of base and sauce. I went with the red and sweet potato hash, and I got the creamy herbed dressing.
This is the Tofu Kids Bowl with the beans and rice base. Now, the Tofu Kids Bowl does come with slaw. I got mine on the side, and it does not come with dressing. However, you can ask for it. So I just asked for the green onion dressing, which is my favorite, and it's basically just a smaller portion of the regular bowl.
And might I add, Mr. Pibb.
I love this so much. This is one of my favorite things. I actually think I've been getting only this recently. One of my favorite things to get here. It's really light and refreshing, and I think reminds me of like sushi, and that's why I like it so much. It has a lot of that same fresh flavor, especially because of the tuna and the avocado together and the soy sauce. Absolutely love it.
I am not a tofu girl, typically. I like plant-based meat replacements. I like a lot of plant-based things, but I do not love tofu. I don't not like it. I just need for it. You don't need this much information. The tofu at Satu'li Canteen, for me, is life-changing. It's one of those things in Disney World that I crave. The only reason I ever had it is because I was doing a video where I ate everything in Pandora. And one of the things was all the combination bowls here, including the tofu. Something about the way they make it, it is so crisp and it takes on so much flavor from the bowl. Paired with that green onion dressing, which is so sharp and like flavorful, I think this just rocks.
The reason I went with the combination bowl is because I was definitely looking for some protein. We're doing a lot of walking and a lot of, honestly, it's a lot of exercise. So it's good to just make sure you're feeding your muscles. And so that's why I went with the combination bowl, which holds chicken and beef. So this is definitely a heartier bowl. When I say hearty, it's going to be a little, obviously it's very meat driven. It's going to be a little heavier. That's okay. Our day is slowly, it's not ending, but we've done the big and bad furious things. Like, I'm not about to get on a roller coaster after this or a crazy virtual simulator. So I definitely wanted this. I'm really glad that I got the red and sweet hash, basically red potatoes and sweet potatoes kind of mixed in together. And the creamy herb dressing is more of like, it's like an earthy ranch. The meat is juicy, it's seasoned well overall. You are going to be kind of weirded out with some of these textures, like these boba balls in the middle, like next to your meat. That's a little strange, but again, it's otherworldly. You're on Pandora, so don't be surprised if you find a surprise. And that surprise is boba ball. Okay, so we're gonna split up for like 2 seconds. Quincy's gonna go to Africa because she's going to check the time on Kilimanjaro Safari to see what time the safari closes. Typically it closes 30 minutes before park closing, but we saw a sign that says 7 o'clock, which is park closing. So we're a little confused.
Just make sure.
Yeah, double checking because we would love to do that last thing. But on the way, we're actually gonna go to Dinosaur. We're actually gonna go to Dinoland USA, and we're gonna go to Nomad Lounge, which is typically a full stop on our perfect days. Now, because the park is closing at 7, and we spent way too long at Satu'li Canteen just talking, being friends. Mashup. Gone away is a bluebird here to stay. We don't have time to do a full sit down, walk up, wait list, any of that. So we're actually just gonna go to the bar and take drinks to go. Nomad Lounge, baby.
Made it to Nomad Lounge. And I actually already got Quincy's drink. I've been thinking about it. Can you just hold that? That's for you.
Did you just drape me?
Drake, you thought it was mine? No, this is for you.
You just drape me right now?
Yeah, because we're about to go safety talk. Hydrate, baby. In the summertime, before you drink, while you're drinking, after you drink. You can finish. You don't have to finish it right now. Okay. You can finish it later. You don't have to. Yep. Okay. It's all right. No, I think hydrating is really about like, no. Oh, I can turn the camera off.
I got the Tempting Tigress, which is Russell's Reserve 10-year-old bourbon, St. Elizabeth liqueur, tamarind, and lime juice.
I got the Hightower Rocks. It's tequila, watermelon, sweet and sour, and lime juice.
And I got their current like special beer that they have right now, which is a honey citrus blonde ale. To help celebrate the bees, it's made with solar powered honey.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Eyes.
Sorry, I forget, you always yell at me for this. Sorry.
Eyes.
Cheers.
Eye contact. Thank you. You know.
I love this drink. This is my favorite drink at Nomad. It's so good, light, refreshing.
That hunk of pineapple in there, that's not pineapple.
Yeah, she gave me a big slice of watermelon.
Basically, the Tempting Tigress is a sweeter version of an old fashioned, so definitely a good choice. There's a lot in here, so you gotta be careful. But
this is really delicious. It's a super light ale. Honestly, the honey flavor is really forward, but it's not sweet, which I like. Still, I wouldn't say if you like a more like weedy, heavy beer, but great flavor while still being really light and refreshing, perfect for a hot day.
on busy days like today, unfortunately, we ended up waiting like, I want to say 25, 30 minutes
30, I think
for a to-go drink, which I went inside and there were 4 open bar seats.
So our timing was just wonky with Nomad Lounge.
Correct. And that's okay, it happens, which means we're kind of on a time crunch to make our Dinoland USA dreams come true.
We haven't spent a ton of time in Dinoland USA today. We should have. Especially because we have limited time with Dinoland USA. This is a dinosaur roadside amusement themed land where you literally will walk in the road, you'll see billboards advertising it, and then you can go to this roadside amusement park. There are 2 attractions, Triceratops Spin and Dinosaur. We're gonna do Dinosaur, that's part of our perfect day. But Dinoland is on the chopping block. Disney has announced that this land will be rethemed to be the Southern Americas here in Animal Kingdom, kind of going more along with that Africa and Asia theme. We're pretty jazzed about it. We don't know that much about what is gonna happen. We do know that Disney has discussed potentially doing something with Coco, potentially something in Kanto, potentially something in Indiana Jones, but they haven't said what properties will definitely be coming or what any sort of attractions will be. Just something that we've got sort of on the horizon to look forward to. And for now, we still get to enjoy Dinoland USA, including Dinosaur.
You know what, girls? You know what we should talk about? The fact that the Dinosaur ride and the Indiana Jones is not the same track.
It's not.
It's the same system, but a lot of people famously say it's the exact same ride system. It's not necessarily. It's just the same technology. The last time we went to Disneyland, Quincy and I didn't really say anything about this, but we were riding Indiana Jones, and when we got off at the same time, we looked at each other and we were like, nah, can't fit.
It's not.
Can't fit.
Because this one is significantly shorter.
This is Dinosaur, where you hop into a time rover, and unfortunately things go a little awry when Dr. Seeker puts you too close to your friendly paleontologist puts you way too close to the meteor that destroyed life itself. So you're trying to navigate all that, and on top of that, a Carnotaurus is literally chasing you.
But Dr. Seeker says it's going to be fine. We'll be in and out in no time.
If you read the sign, it says dark places and scary dinosaurs.
The coordinates are locked. We're going to much earlier in the Cretaceous period, where we can have a nice calm tour.
Coordinates locked.
Coordinates are locked. We're not going to be going back. A fun fact is that for my teen years, this ride was my favorite ride in Disney World because I think it's the actual most thrilling. This in Tower. That said, make sure to read the warnings and just know that kiddos often find this a little overwhelming. I hear little kids not expecting it to be as scary all the time. So just make sure your little one's prepared for very dark, very loud, scary, and shaky spaces.
This is Seeker. Listen up. We've got to get in, grab the Iguanodon, and get out before that asteroid hits. Let's roll. They're not going to make it. They're not going to make it.
Mission accomplished.
You made it. I knew you would.
All right, we're off Dinosaur. It rocked as always.
Yeah.
We are walking with serious purpose to make it to our last attraction, our big finale of the day, and one of my top 5 Disney rides anywhere that I've ridden, Kilimanjaro Safaris.
Yeah.
Thank you for the backing vocals.
We only have maybe, let's see what. 13 minutes until park closing. Technically 12 minutes, maybe less, until we can't
Why you
get on.
have to add drama like that?
Because it's important.
Why did we leave 2 rides at a complete opposite sides of the park?
Our must-dos, no.
That's a crap. So good.
Wow, look at an empty Africa. Dawa Bar is closed. It looks so similar to how when we got here this morning. All right, here we go. I think we're gonna make it.
Kilimanjaro Safaris is about a 20-minute short safari through the savannas of Africa. The attraction itself is larger than the entirety of Magic Kingdom, and you'll see a lot of animals depending on when you ride. It's different every time because it is real animals living in their real homes here at Animal Kingdom. So you'll see them kind of differently depending on when you ride. The best times to ride are first thing in the morning or in the afternoon, or if you can ride during rain but not a storm, that can be really great too. It means the animals are going to be a lot more active. My parents just got off. They said it's a great time to ride, and so that bodes well for us.
My watch asked if I was working out.
Well, we did rush over here at an intense pace. You did the peasant hobble. There he goes. Your safari, kids.
Very good.
Best times to ride the safari are either first thing in the morning, earlier in the morning, or late at night. But not maybe
Not the very last safari.
Not the very last
Something we
safari.
learned today. I've never done the very last safari. I've gone for it before and I've never made it.
Yeah.
My parents rode 20 to 30 minutes before the park closed and said it was the best safari they've ever ridden.
Because still the cooler temperatures are abound.
And the animals are all still out. The day is still going.
They were
a lot of
asleep.
A lot of our animals were like, and now it's time for us to go to bed.
They were
actually.
either asleep or just non-existent because they had already been taken to the back area to either eat or get checked up on or whatever.
It was still really cool because I do think we had, like, the lions were awake. You know, we still saw the rhinos were up.
Still a really good.
The hippos were up.
But really, if you at home want to see some fantastic saddle-build storks, this is the safari for you.
This is the safari for you. I love a saddle-build stork. Well, I think, friends, that covers our perfect day here at Animal Kingdom.
Officially 7:25.
This park closes earlier than others, which means you have the evening to get a reservation at your resort. As you'll notice, we did not do dinner, so that would be an option for you. You could also check out Disney Springs, head to another park if you've got park hoppers.
9 times out of 10, you can always still hop in the pool because as long as the sun is up, the pool is rocking.
Typically, yeah, usually to 10 or 11 p.m. at the resorts. And that said, we had a pretty amazing day today. I'd call it perfect.
I'd call it perfect
And
as well.
Do I get to say it?
yeah.
If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.
And now go watch our perfect day at Magic Kingdom. We'll see you there.
See you, saddle-build stork lovers.
You got him. You got him.
You got him.
Got 'em.